To a very well-placed source, this is something that Meghan Markle dreads with Prince Harry literally this time of year. But what can it be? I mean, there must be so many things that Meghan literally dreads. Of course, the dreads, of not people picking up her jam pots, that sort of stuff. But this is a bigger picture, and one apparently that she finds very depressing and very hard, simply because of the connotations attached to it. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you. You all right? Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Nice to have your company, and as I often say, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. And this is a genuine British phone box. It's still got a phone in it, but it's not connected, which is a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, why bother, you know? Just lots of tourists use it for pictures. But I always think, ask yourself this question: when did you last use a phone box? Even if it was working, yeah. It's a weird thing, isn't it, to think, I sort of remember, years ago, do you remember cigarette machines? I've never smoked, but, they were a big thing, weren't they? And when I worked in hotels, I remember the man every week coming round to fill up the ciggy machine, And now you wouldn't really, I know you still have them in pubs, I think. Let me know, do you still see stuff like that? Yeah. Always fascinated, because now there were so many machines, weren't there? The fruit and nut machine, the chocolate bar, all of those would be vandalised now and ripped apart. It's a terrible world that we've come to when people treated things a lot better. You agree? Yes. Let me get back to your royal story of the day. This is very, very, heartwarming, I believe, every year, and it's a wonderful thing that the British monarchy do. It's to remember its services, of course, at the Royal Albert Hall this year, alongside the return of Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and senior members of the British monarchy. And as I've said to you before, King Charles, battling cancer, did a terrific job. Whatever you think, to stand there in the cold, not feeling 100% best, worrying about his wife, of course, Camilla, with a chest infection, not good, but there you are. This is royal duty, whatever people think. I admire them for that. They're good ambassadors for our country. Now, one person that could have been a good ambassador for our country was none other than the former royal known as Prince Harry. Now, as you know, Prince Harry was very big on his military career. I know all the stories about Bunker Harry and how he was protected and stuff, but I think we already knew that. We all knew that, particularly in the media, and of course we all knew where he was, that sort of stuff. Harry cited over the years that it's been the biggest sort of hurt of his life to have it removed away from him, not being able to attend military events, that sort of stuff. Particularly, as you know, there was a battle a couple of years ago when he wanted to come over and lay a wreath on Remembrance Sunday, but sadly that wasn't going to be the case after Her Majesty the Queen said you're in, you're out, and he was out, and that was the gig. But according to a very well-placed source, Meghan Markle dreads this time of year simply because Harry is obsessed with watching every facet of royal life regarding this. He wants to see exactly who's placing wreaths, who attends, all of that sort of stuff. Now, according to that source also, inside the Montecito mansion, Harry actually has a room dedicated to his former royal life with all of his militaria and all that sort of stuff, guards uniforms, that sort of stuff, on display alongside certificates and pictures and things. And that's the area that he likes to show off to people. Now, what I find fascinating about this particular story, and this is from an excellent source, let me tell you, is if this man was truly happy walking away from his royal life, well, there's certain elements that he wasn't happy walking away from. And according to that source, Meghan Markle finds this really difficult because not only is she probably disinterested, allegedly, but the other side of it is it's a reminder of a life that she wants him to forget, that he simply can't forget, loves it, misses it, and would still like to be a part of. So while he talks about being happier than he's ever been and more than thrilled to be away from the royal circle, or circus as it were, clearly this room demonstrates differently. And now, as Harry sits alone with virtually zero friends and just Doria and the dogs for company, watching that display on the big screen in his Montecito mansion must be very much a stark reminder of exactly what he truly left behind. Hence the reason, apparently, on that day, Meghan Markle goes out to leave him to reflect, i.e. goes shopping. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.